Hello, it is Sunday, January the 8th. It's actually, trying to, I felt chapped. Today is Sunday, January 8th, as I already pointed out. It is 2:43 p.m. Decided to do this new thing, music in the background, so I didn't know what to really pick out, so I let my kids do it just randomly. And it's on the random, so no specific order to it. Oh, well, actually, it's not. Let me go ahead and make that. Okay. So yeah, some things I wanted to go over. Just a few little things that have happened this past week. If you remember the previous video, I did talk about my ex-husband calling to ask if I would allow him to claim our daughter on his taxes. And I told him no. Politely. First time I did it politely. Because, it's like, no, you can't do it. I'm sorry. That's how I told him the first time. Then he called me again earlier this week and was like, well, did you change your mind? I'm like, no. Why would I change my mind about that? Well, because I really need it, and, to help you out, it's not even going to go to me. They're going to take it right from me and give it to you. Like, that's not the point. I don't care. I don't care for his money. What I cared about was the things that he was doing and what he wasn't doing. I mean, if he had some sort of revelation and is trying to be a good person now, that's fine. For him. Good for him. I'm not trying to intentionally keep our daughter from him. I'm not. But I don't feel that it's my responsibility to take off work and spend my money to go down there so he can see her. He can come up here. I'm not going to prevent him from coming up here, ever. But it's just the fact, it's the principle of the matter. Now, there's some people who strongly believe that I'm probably trying to keep my daughter from him, which is not true. I'm not trying to keep anything from him, but I'm not going to go out of my way either. Now, he's on this whole thing where he wants to be friends and us talk and do different things. Oh, look, it's Lisa. Say hi.
Hi.
Did you finish putting away all your toys?
Okay.
No, don't touch. Don't touch. Did you finish putting away all your toys?
Yeah.
Okay, go make sure. Mom will be there in a moment. She didn't leave. But, scheduled interruptions from little children. Anyway, back to our original programming. Yes. Lost my train of thought. Okay. Go help your sister put away all the toys. Anyway, I remember now. He was like, well, we should be friends for our daughter and this, that, and the third. I'm like, no, we don't have to be friends. You don't have to call me about your problems. I'm for damn sure not going to call you about my problems. The only reason you need to talk to me is if it's pertaining to our daughter. That is my honest opinion. I know, you should be friends and communicative and shit with your exes and baby daddy, especially if you have children involved. But you got to understand, there was a lot of things that happened between the time I got pregnant and the time where I finally had just said, fuck it, I've had enough, no more bullshit. A lot of things happened. He did a lot of things. Now, there were a few things that I did in there, but it was after he told me that. After I set him down, he was like, do you want me to be here or do you want me to leave? He told me he wanted me to leave, so I left. And he didn't say it in a nice way either. Now, I'm not going to go into grave detail about that, and some people do know and some people don't know. But now I feel, with all the things that have happened, that he's done, I don't feel the need to be civil or his friend, his confidant, any of that stuff. I don't feel the need to play nice. I don't. Now, I'm going to be civil for the sake of my daughter, but I'm not going to go out of my way to be like, oh, well, how are you feeling? How's your day? Oh, no, we're not girlfriends. We're not on that level, and we're never going to be on that level ever again. So yes, and then he was trying really hard to convince me to do this for him. I'm like, no, you're not going to be able to convince me. I'm not going to do it. And I did tell him straight up, I can tell him to his face because he lives in Florida, I'm here, and he's in Florida and I'm here. I did tell him that, look, we're not friends. We're never going to be friends. I'll be civil and I'll be nice when I have to, but please don't contact me for any other reason besides a daughter. I think I already said that like twice, but it's okay. Yeah. Now, another thing that I've put out, today's Sunday. Today's the first official day of the school week and the end of the last school week. Last week I kind of slacked off. I didn't do that well. I did most of the work in one class. I did not turn in my homework assignment because I couldn't find it. And technical support was super busy and I didn't know what to do. So I didn't turn in that homework assignment for my critical thinking class. I did manage to participate in all of the required discussions the required amount of times. My intermediate English class, yeah, I pretty much bombed week 1. I participated in in one of the discussions the required amount of times. The other discussion, I'd only participated once. I did not complete the required writing or homework assignment because, once again, I couldn't find the homework assignment. It seems like there's a problem with our books. People who have hard copy books, the pages are different for the people who are using the online electronic versions. There's something on my screen. Oh, shoot. Okay. So I failed that. And I did not complete the required reading for my English class. However, for this week I'm actually doing pretty good. I've got a jump start on everything. Oh, yes, you are a princess, and little princess needs to go take a nap, so go. Close the door. Good job. Another scheduled interruption by Jalisa. Anyway, I did not complete the required reading for my English class. I completed half of it, but whatever. Anyway, this week I've already gotten a jump start on my critical thinking class. Today's the first day I've already completed the first required discussion. I only have two more posts left that I have to do for each one of those. I'm about to complete some of my reading, and I've already gone through the homework assignments and different things. And the homework assignment isn't due until next week, which is good. Which is next week, week 3. It's pretty good. Let me see what else. I wrote it all down. What else we got here? Well, there's actually multiple assignments that I have to do. I've gone through them. I'm going to have to do the reading before I'm able to do anything else, which is cool. And it's actually a lot this week for my critical thinking class. It's a whole hell of a lot. But I'm glad that one of the assignments isn't due until next week, which is cool. I've been through the English. It's not really that a lot. It's one chapter that I have to read and one assignment, and I haven't even looked at the discussions yet. Let's see. I guess we can look first. Let's go ahead. Let's see. Hopefully it didn't close out. I'm going to go ahead and look at the discussions. Shockingly, two people have already posted today for the discussion topics. One of the discussion topics is how urban legends work. And one of them requires me to read. a lot of reading, and then discussion of summarizing. And then the other topic is summarizing. You have been working on summarizing skills. How will your ability to effectively summarize be useful to you in your college courses and or workplace? Or in your workplace? Actually, you know what? That is an easy one for me. Because in the job I work in, we have to take large quantities of information and consolidate or summarize to make them understandable for these customers who oftentimes have the thinking skills of the head of cabbage. Yeah. So it's not going to be too bad of a week for intermediate English, and which is going to probably help because I totally bombed last week. Haven't got my grades back yet. There won't be until Tuesday, but I can guarantee it will not be pretty for last week. What else? You know, I'm still in a search for a laptop, and I've pretty much set my mind on HP. And after numerous conversations with the HP people, Best Buy, and consumer reporting websites, I think that's what I'm going to go with. I totally had my heart set on Sony, but I mean, sometimes you gotta alter your thinking for things. Wow, this is a random ass song. Anyway, so far in my search for a Sony laptop, I've come across, or excuse me, not a Sony laptop, in my course laptop, HP right now is whooping ass in certain things. Alright, let me see. I'm going to move this to a new window. I'm going to minimize, so I can see what I'm doing on top of. Okay. I built laptops. I priced them, I built them, different ones, things that I wanted with HP. And you know what? I can't even. Prices, they had a lot of stuff. They have a lot of deals, discounts, things that I'm looking for. Or they have a lot of the things, everything that I want, actually, in discounts and deals that I wanted in. For instance, the original one I had posted about was, in my previous video, was the DV70QE, which is a pavilion. And altogether for the things I wanted, which, now you gotta understand, it includes software. They've got discounts on the software that I couldn't find anywhere else. And I looked on Amazon and eBay, which I'm not a big eBay person, but I did look. They have software packages, software, different things. And I just decided that if I'm going to go ahead and order these things, I might as well order them from Trusted whatever, because in my line of business where I work at, I hear so many horror stories about eBay and Amazon that I just don't usually trust it too much. So if I'm going to be ordering software, it's either going to be directly from the manufacturer, or when it's on discounts from laptop computer manufacturers, or Best Buy, and the other, Office Max, Home Depot, etc. Oh, time's up for me to finish my homework. Anyway, or my schoolwork, which I actually pretty much done for the day of what I needed to do, and I'm now supposed to be starting my required reading. So I actually designed three different ones. The first one that I did was going to be like 16 before student discount and instant savings, because they're giving away things in rebates. Also, there was a mail-in rebate for that one. The first one was 16. This other ones that I designed a few more today. One was, oh, I might as well go ahead and point out. I also am ordering a mouse, laptop bag, extra cord, other software and stuff for my video and photo editing, and some other stuff. All together, for the first laptop I designed, it was $21.26. That's really not bad. Oh, and they're also having a sale on their hard drives, which I've never heard anything bad about them. I mean, they're not the greatest hard drives in the world, but they're not the worst. I wanted a Passport, my Essentials one, but they're a little bit on the pricey side. And if I'm going to get the same amount of space for less expensive, then I might as well go with that. So that's what I did.